Right guys, the LTD JH-600. Obviously if you're looking at this or you have it, you know it's the Jeff Hanneman Signature Series. So it's decked in the Jeff Hanneman, I believe it's the Seasons in the Abyss video and tour and album and all that. But so, videos on this on YouTube, there are, I think I saw 3 of them. One bloke is very negative and pretty much slags the guitar off. The other looked like a twitchy meth head, and the other reckons it's the best guitar in the world. Well, here's my view of it. I've had it for 5 months. As you can see, it's the 2nd generation one that has the H's. It's changed a little bit on the electric side because it did have volume, tone, and then the selector, but the selector being where it was, I found it completely inaccessible to flick between pickups, so ripped the tone out, then swapped the tone and the selector switch around, so it's actually quite accessible now. Because generally ESP put their volume pots far too close to the pickups, so always get rid of that one. And you always got rid of the tone, because unless you're a jazz player, why do you need a tone? So, thoughts on the guitar. I'm not going to bother reading you out the specs, because if you're looking to buy one, if you've already got one, you know what it's like. But it's a bloody heavy guitar, man. It's like Les Paul type heavy. And it's not going to break your back, but it's going to take some getting used to if you're used to Jacksons or Ibanez's. But it is a very solid guitar. I mean, every time I pick it up, I've got 7 Jacksons, Ibanez, and this one it just fits. And you know where you're going to be with it. It's a safe guitar. Always can take this to a gig, know that it's going to work all the way through. The frets are extra jumbo, which are bigger than normal jumbos, obviously hence the name, but I think every Jackson I've got, the Ibanez, they're all jumbo frets, so this does take a little bit of getting used to. But after a little while you can flick between this compared to the others. It's all good. Any gripes with the guitar? The only thing that I found with it was the Kaler. Obviously the other YouTube videos say there's a massive controversy and there's a fault with them, but personally, after I got used to it, worked out how to use it, I took the Floyd Rose off of my Jackson Soloist and I stuck a Kaler on. Kalers are awesome. They do not go out of tune. Bending notes, absolutely fine, as you can hear. There's no bending tricks that there apparently are to fix it, but what you have to do with the Kaler is before you put the strings on, you see the bit down there where the string winds back on itself, particularly on the high ones. The string goes round and then winds back. Put a bit of super glue on, dab it dry with a bit of tissue or kitchen towel, leave it for a couple of minutes, put the guitar on, put the string on, and then you're ready to go. These strings haven't been changed for 5 months, and as you can hear, doesn't go out of tune. What I found with this Kayla though is some notes on the natural harmonics, the really high ones, I just cannot hit. I mean, as you can hear. As soon as I pull up, it starts to die off. And I cannot figure out why. It's not the neck, but I had to adjust the truss rod a bit to bring it back more so it's flatter. The strings aren't, they're very, very low, but so it's not fading on anything. I think it might be the actual strings I put on, because I put them on, set them up, play with the guitar, so it might have worn them out, but I'll try once I restring the guitar, see how it goes then. But I've got a Jackson Solos with a Kayla on, and that, like, the notes hang like nothing else. You can hit a harmonic like it just will not die out. But for some reason this guitar does. But I will fix it. There's got to be a way. But overall impression of the guitar, it is solid, it is fast, it is really, really good. Some people say that it's the best metal guitar ever. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but for the price you pay, personally I wouldn't say it's the best metal guitar ever. If you would like to know the best metal guitar ever, I'll hang this one up and I'll go get you it. Jackson Soloist SLX, by far the greatest guitar. The JH-600 cost £1,200. This one cost £500. Granted, I had to put EMG 81, 85s in. Then I took the Floyd off and put a £200 Kayla hybrid in, exactly the same as the LTD JH one. But this guitar, it's so flat, it just feels like you're playing on nothing. And again, the tuning stability of the Kayla is by far better than the Floyd Rose. I've taken the Floyd Rose off of 2 guitars now, put Shayla fixed bridges on. This one I put a Kayla on. I've got one more guitar with a Floyd Rose, and I think I'm going to get rid of it because I don't feel that they're as good as Kayla. All the screws get in the way, you can't get the range you get with a Kayla. So that's pretty much the video. Sorry it's very disjointed, it's a Saturday night, there's been a few beers, but any questions, drop us an email.